Hi, you're watching Sex with Swoozy. I'm Swoozy and I'm here to answer your questions about sex and relationships. If you'd like to send me a question, you can hit me up over at ask.fm/askswoozy, or you can send me a message on Twitter. I'm at SwoozyC. Today's question is, do you think there are two virginities, one with boys and one with girls? And the short answer is no. The long answer is a little bit more complicated. I don't believe in the concept of virginity. I think that is a social construct that is used to commodify women and their sexuality. It's got a pretty shady history in which women are only seen as marriage material if they had never had a sexual relationship with another man before. This was back in the day of dowries, and the only way that a man would get money or other forms of pay for his daughter is if she had not had sex with another man before. But I don't want to focus on the historical context. I want to talk more about what virginity means in a modern context. The concept of virginity is socially harmful in two ways. The first is that it's just super sexist. The second is that it places higher value on cis heteronormative penis and vagina sexual relationships. Okay, so let's tackle each of those separately. First, let's talk about why the concept of virginity is sexist. We know what it meant historically, but what exactly does it mean for today? Well, the concept of virginity still defines a woman's worth based on her sexual relationship with men. Her worth is inversely related to the number of penises that have entered her vagina. Once a woman has had sex with somebody, she's lost something. Think about that. This leads to slut-shaming and sex-shaming. This is especially harmful because it doesn't allow women, especially young women, to experience themselves or express themselves as sexual beings. Who we are as sexual beings is integral to experiencing ourselves as fully developed, self-actualized people. For men, the problem is the exact opposite. Men are encouraged to seek out sexual relationships from a very young age. Their worth is measured in how many sexual partners they have, which I think contributes to rape culture by making sex a defining characteristic of masculinity. Okay, second. The concept of virginity elevates penis and vagina sex over all other forms of sex. It holds such a special place in modern society that there are words in our language that describe who you are both before and after you've had penis and vagina sex. Okay, we're going to break this down into two parts as well. First is that it delegitimizes non-cis heteronormative sexual relationships. Because penis and vagina sex is seen as the definitive form of sex, it shuts down conversations about what sex means for people in LGBTQ relationships. It also inherently ranks LGBTQ relationships and their sex as less than cis heteronormative sex. Also, defining sex and virginity in terms of penis and vagina sex allows other sex acts to be viewed as less serious or needing less responsibility. While oral and anal sex are very unlikely to lead to pregnancy, there are still emotional and psychological consequences to them. By relegating all other sex acts to not really sex, it becomes very easy to dismiss the seriousness of those acts. That becomes especially dangerous when it's used to pressure people into performing sex acts that they don't want to or aren't ready to perform. On the flip side of that, the normalization of penis and vagina sex over other types of sex serves to limit sexual self-expression. When other sex acts don't conform to the P and V version of sex, they're seen as taboo or labeled as kink, making it far less likely that a partner is going to be willing to ask for or try something that they might find very sexually satisfying, or even discover a part of themselves that is key to who they are as a sexual person. Instead of focusing on virginity when we talk about first sexual experiences, we instead focus on creating healthy, responsible, open sexual relationships. We should be having conversations about all forms of sex and sexuality and what it means to be a sexual person. I hope that answers your question. Thanks so much for watching.